Hi folks, I'm Ian Baker, the product specialist with Camping World, and today we're going to go over the 2018 Coleman Lantern 286RK. It's a beautiful rear kitchen model. If you're one that likes a lot of countertop space, you like to do a lot of cooking, yet you still want, excellent place to entertain and sit down, then this just might be the floor plan for you. Let's start off right over here. You'll notice you have two swivel rockers here. These are great, it's kind of a his and hers. You want to sit down and read a book. You have an LED light there. You have the nice little center table here with an electrical outlet so you can plug in your tablet or laptop. You have a cubby hole there underneath. This gives you a spot to put your beverage down or whatever. But I just love this little setup right here. Plus, straight across is the sofa and the dinette, so that way everyone can kind of be in the conversation. You'll also notice the beautiful big window right here. So if you want to take a look out to your campsite, you can certainly enjoy that rather than having to look out at your neighbors. Right up top, you have more storage. We'll open that up so you see storage there. Cubby hole there in the center, and then kind of the same thing right over here. So good storage up above those swivel rockers. Then making our way back a little further, you get into the kitchen itself. This is obviously the main attraction in this floor plan. You'll see you have a huge cubby hole right under there, folks. An excellent large extra storage spot for whatever you want to stick in there. I'm a functional guy. I'd probably put pots and pans in there, but I'm sure my wife would yell at me because she doesn't want people to see them. But either way, whatever you want to stick in there, you certainly can. Big countertop prep space, as you would expect. That's the main draw, again, to the rear kitchen. You can sit here and prep food, still have a great shot to the TV, which I'll show you in just a moment. Two electrical outlets built into the wall. I like having them in the wall rather than up in the cabinets. It just creates a better spot for permanent fixtures. So that way, I'll probably put my coffee maker right back here. I can plug it in. I don't have a cord draping down. And then again, if you need to plug in a blender, whatever else over here, obviously you can do that too. And right in between those electrical outlets is your sink. Obviously don't put anything electric in the sink, but great for washing dishes. Larger bowl on the left, smaller or on the right here, and you have the high-rise faucet, so it's perfect for washing and rinsing dishes. Window behind it, again, you can look out to your campsite, plus it lets in natural light. LED lights here in the back to brighten the kitchen up, and you have storage going across the top. You can see that there. Also have, again, another open cubby hole right here in the corner, and then you have your microwave right next to that. Directly underneath is your hood with both the light and fan, and your 3-burner cooktop is right over here. You'll see it also has an oven, so if you want to do some baking, you can do that as well. And additional storage underneath that. Take a look there, folks. Good extra storage. Again, it's probably a more realistic spot for some of your pots and pans, but, again, whatever you want to stick under there, feel free to. A little bit of storage under here. Not a ton, but, again, anything is better than nothing. You have the cutout right up above that, and then you have 3 full extension drawers. The top one probably for your silverware. The bottom 2 are bigger. You can see they're deeper, so if you have some larger items, like I like to bring an apple core for my kids, and this is just perfect height for it because they're generally a little bit taller, but you definitely have enough depth in those bottom 2 drawers to make that happen. Moving over further here, we get into the Norcold fridge freezer combo. Open that up for you. You can see plenty of space. I personally like Norcold. They are built right here in the U.S. This unit does run off both propane and electric and also has automatic switchover. You see you have storage up top there. Right to the side, look at this. Great pantry space, folks. And just in case you don't have enough storage in other places in the kitchen, you definitely have some excellent storage right over there for all of your food items. And then underneath the fridge, again, you have more storage there. Also, if you take a look in the corner, I just want to point out there is an electrical outlet right there. And the reason I want to point that out is for people that are sitting here in the dinette. You have the super slide over here with the dinette and sofa. And for people that are doing some work, maybe need to work on a laptop or something, you can sit right here. You have access to that plug. Also, if you have additional guests that are staying the night, this table does drop down into a bed. And you have more storage underneath that side of your booth dinette. Windows here, so let in some natural light. LED lights up top for at nighttime. You have storage up above your jackknife sofa. You can see that there. And this is a pretty cool jackknife. Of course, your biggest advantage of a jackknife, folks, is this right here. If you take a look underneath, you will see huge storage under there. Great spot for your extra bedding, like your blankets, sheets, extra pillows, things like that. Or if you have other large items you don't have another place to store. I know some people like to bring guitars and stuff when they go camping. That's probably a good spot for it right there. It also has these built-in armrests, so that way sitting on the sofa is actually comfortable, and they are removable for when you fold that down into a bed. Also, if you take a look right here in the center console folds down right there, and you have some extra cup holders. Another thing I want to mention, if you take a look, you will see I'm standing upright. I'm 6 foot, and I can still just fit under this slide. That's a great feature to have, folks. Most travel trailers don't have 6 foot slide height. They're shorter than that. When you get up from the sofa, sometimes you can rack your head on top of the slide. And believe me when I say that does not feel very good. Right over here is your entertainment center. Big entertainment center here, which is pretty cool. You'll see you have a backer right there, so you know where to mount the TV. Of course, connections are behind that with your signal booster there. Then you see right here you have your audio video jacks, which are tied into your multimedia center right down here, because that unit is a DVD player, so you can throw a movie in there and watch it. It also controls your speakers both inside and outside, and is Bluetooth capable. You also have some storage right here. You can see that all the way across. Storage coming up along the side. You know, I'd probably use this more for knickknacks. Probably put some decorations right there. Might look pretty cool. And then you have additional storage up top. When you walk into the bathroom, one of the things you'll notice right away is this a big bathroom. Far too often in couples models, the bathroom's really small and you feel it closed in, and it's usually one of the big cons against most of the floor plans. Definitely not the case here. So I take a seat on the toilet. You see I have plenty of leg room in front of me. I'm a pretty wide guy in the shoulders. You see I have plenty of room up top here as well. One of my favorite parts about this bathroom though, folks, is this right here. You have a ton of storage here. You have the storage down below, storage up top, a couple of drawers right here in the center. Makes an awesome linen closet with a ton of storage space for all of your other bathroom accessories. You can put extra shampoo in there, toilet paper, whatever else you have to put in there. You have the storage to do it. You have a towel, or well, technically a robe hook here. I would probably hang my bath towels there, but you know, if you rock a robe while you're camping, you can hang your robe up there as well. And right up top, you will notice the vent fan. That way you can quickly help get the moisture out. Right here in the corner is your Neo angle shower. Again, I'll take a step in here. As I mentioned previously, I'm 6 foot. You can see I do have some head height here. So that way, you know, if you're 6'1", 6'2", you can probably still shower in here pretty comfortably. And you have the hand wand there with some shelves right underneath that. Then over to the side, you have the mirrored medicine cabinet up top, storage behind that. You'll see the sink top right there, decent sized sink. And the medicine cabinet's far enough back that, you know, you can easily brush your teeth here. I've been camping in some RVs, and you know, you brush your teeth, you go to spit, and you knock your head on the medicine cabinet. That's never any fun either. So they did set this up well. Electrical outlet there, so you can plug in your hair dryer and curling iron, and you have plenty of storage underneath there, even enough space you can put a trash can if you want. So we take a step into the bedroom. One of the things you'll notice right away is you have a slider door on here rather than a curtain. So if you do have additional guests, you get that added privacy. You'll also see on this wall, they put a backer to mount a TV in here. That way, if you want to watch a movie before bed, you can certainly do that. Your TV connections are right up top there. Queen bed here in the center with great storage on both sides. You'll see both sides get a nightstand with a drawer, electrical outlets on both sides as well, and one has dual USB port. That way you can plug in your cell phones, or if you sleep with a CPAP machine, you can put that on either side of the bed as well. Right up top, you see the mirrored medicine cabinets, hanging rod going across, and connecting the two, you have a shelf here with an LED light underneath in case you want to do some reading. Now that we've seen the inside, let's take a quick look at some of the outside features on the Coleman Lantern 286 RK. Right up front there, you will notice your two 20-pound propane tanks with a cover. Easy to get in there, just undo the two thumb screws on top, lift up the door, and you are in. Then behind that, you will see rails for your battery. And coming up the front, you have the diamond etched plating here, which helps protect your front end from some of the rocks and debris that get thrown up by your tow vehicle. Take a look at this sticker right here, folks. This is a big deal too. This is a company that stands behind their product. They have the industry-leading 3-year structural warranty. So if you know that when you buy a Coleman, they will stand behind it, which is awesome. Should be a great peace of mind. If you'd like to do boondocking, you'll see this one also has solar prep. So all you have to do is buy the portable panels, plug it in right there, and it will trickle charge your battery. Right here is your pass-through. If you take a look inside, you'll notice a couple things. One, it is nice and open. You don't have any plumbing or wires or anything running through here. There's not any, big boxes jutting out. It is a very open pass-through. And you have the same size door on this side as you do on the off-door side. That way, whatever you put in here, you can get out on the other side. Plus, it's a large door. So if you have some of the bigger chairs, things like that, chances are you'll still be able to fit it in there. So move back a little further, you see the power awning here. Folks, it's a nice big power awning. One of the things you will notice is underneath the awning, you do not have any vents, so this is all great, usable camp space. Touch a button to roll it out, same thing to have it go right back in. It does have an adjustable pitch, so if you want to adjust it for water runoff, by all means, you can do that. And you have an LED light strip there underneath, so if you want to hang out here at night, you can just flip the switch to turn that on. Or if you want to hang up your own lights, make it festive, you can certainly do that as well. Underneath the LED light strip, you have two outside speakers. Those are controlled by that multimedia center inside. But as I had previously mentioned, that is Bluetooth capable. So if you want to sit out here in the comfort of your chair, soaking up the sun, you can control the speakers on your cellular device by hooking up that via Bluetooth. Getting into the RV, you have three foldable steps here. The first step is nice and low, so that way if you have bad knees, you're not going to hurt yourself getting in or out. And right outside the door, you have your dual electrical outlet. So if you need to plug anything in out here, whether it's a crock pot or maybe an electric griddle, if you're cooking pancakes in the morning for the campground, if you do, let me know, I'll be there. Otherwise, it's a good spot to plug in your cell phone as well. Again, if you plan on doing boondocking, you're going to need fresh water. That is where you will fill it up there. That'll fill your fresh tank. And if you take a look at the wheels, these ones are easy lube axles, folks. They're trying to think of you on the maintenance side as well. Rather than having to constantly repack the bearings, you can pop these caps off and there's a little grease dirt. That way you can pump it full of grease. There is still a process to that. Don't just go pumping it full of grease and thinking you're good. You do have to raise the tire off the ground, spin it, and do some other things. If you plan on doing it yourself, definitely make sure you do your research. You also have nitrogen-filled tires. That way, hopefully, in theory, it will hold that tire pressure for a longer period of time. Making our way back a little further, your outside shower is on the door side. Folks, this is pretty rare on most floor plans. Generally, it's on the off-door side, sometimes on the back, but I really like having it right here. That way we have both hot and cold water access right there, super easy to get at. You take a quick look at the back, one of the things you'll notice is this one does have your square tubular bumper with the end caps, which essentially gives you a spot to store your sewer hose. You can pop this guy off, throw your sewer hose in there, that way it's not rolling around with everything up front. And if you take a look up at the top, you'll also notice this one has backup camera prep. Folks, this is a pretty good size RV. If you want a backup camera, it may not be a bad idea. Having the prep there will make it easier to install, meaning it will save you a lot of money on labor. So if we take a look at the off-door side, you will see you have a 50 amp detachable power cord. This one has 50 amp because in the bedroom where that vent is, it is pre-wired for a second AC. So if you plan on going somewhere where you're going to need that, where it's really hot, you can have one installed. Right underneath is your city water inlet if you do have city water connection. And if you take a look underneath here, this is your main termination. You will have your black dump here as well as one of your gray tanks. The other gray tank, which is for your kitchen, the termination for that one is in the back. All right, folks, that wraps it up. Again, this is the 2018 Coleman Lantern 286 RK. If you're interested in this travel trailer and you'd like price and availability, simply click on the link in the description below. Thanks again for watching. I'm Ian Baker, and let's go camping.